Is this your thumbnail? What is up, guys? My name is Jerome and welcome to Fishcracker Faith. You know, there's this term na lagi ko naririnig na nasa school pa ako. Yung expression na, ano ba yan, feeling major naman tong subject na to. I get to hear this a lot kapag dumarating na yung busiest part ng SEM. Kapag dumating naman yung busiest part ng SEM, ina-expect mo, the hardest thing na kailangan mong pag-aralan is your majors, right? Pero minsan may mga prof na kapag magbigay ng workload sa'yo, kala mo yung subject niya lang yung tinitake mo. Ang mas nakakainis pa dun, di naman siya required subject, elective lang siya. Feeling major tong minor Now, in the Gospel of Luke, there is written what we call the 6 woes of Jesus. Ngayon yung mga woes na to are directed towards the Pharisees and the experts of the law. And I think we all have an opinion of the Pharisees when we read the Gospels. Pero why? Why do we look at the Pharisees as bad examples? Let me read just one of the woes. Jesus says in Luke chapter 11 verse 42, "Woe to you, Pharisees, because you give God a tenth of your mint, rue, and all other kinds of garden herbs, but you neglect justice and the love of God." So if you're not familiar, ang ginagawa ng mga Pharisees is called tithing. Tithing is when you take 10% of what you own and give that to God. Notice kung ano yung 10% nila. Now, I don't know about you, but herbs like mint or rue or like other garden herbs are small. If it's a 10% mo yung maliit na ganyan, it's gonna take a lot of effort. So now Jesus brings this up. Bakit ang dami niyong effort na gawin yung mga maliliit na bagay na to? Pero wala kayong effort na magdala ng justice and love of God? Alin ba ang mas important? Hindi ba ang to love God with all your heart, soul, and mind? And to love your neighbor as yourself? The Pharisees are doing neither. So essentially, Jesus was calling them out by telling them, "Hoy! Mali kayo ng minimajor." The Pharisees have majored in the minor things and have neglected to do the major things. Ginawang major, yung minor. That's why we call them bad examples. Because their priorities are wrong. Obvious naman, diba? But ask yourself this. Do you have your priorities straight? Are you majoring in the right things? O mini-major mo din ang minor? Because whether we admit to it or not, we've been guilty of doing the exact same thing. When we complain that the music during Mass is not reverent enough. When we memorize all of the Bible verses that we could use when someone comes to us for advice. When we argue with fellow Christians about the right words to use to accurately portray our beliefs. When we trouble thinking about where to best give our love offering. When we calculate up to the nearest centavo the 10% of our earnings. Anything and everything that we do that takes energy away from doing the central thing is majoring in the minor thing. That's something Jesus will probably call you out on. And that's something the gospel writers would probably call being like a Pharisee. Pero taga lang, Jesus did say that what they're doing is wrong. In fact, kulang yung sinabi ko sa Luke 11:42. Luke 11:42 has 2 parts, and the second part goes like this. You should have practiced the latter without leaving the former undone. So Jesus wasn't calling them out for the things that they're doing. Instead, Jesus called them out for ignoring the things that they should also be doing. I mean, kapag naman nag-aaral tayo, hindi lang naman natin kailangan ipasa yung majors. Kahit minors, kailangan natin ipasa. So Jesus isn't saying, don't do the minor things. Jesus is actually saying, don't forget to do the major things. Don't forget to love God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. Don't forget to love your neighbor as yourself. Yes, go do these minor things. They're good. Just don't forget to do the major things. Yes, go and demand for better music in the Mass. Yes, go memorize all of the Bible verses that you need to use. Yes, go and argue with your fellow believers on how to accurately present our faith. Yes, go and think about where you can best give your love offerings. Yes, count how much you want to give to God. But as you do these things, never forget to do the major things. Never forget to do the important things, like loving God and like loving your neighbor. Because if you only do the minor things, well, you're majoring in the minors.